I don't wanna write this love song. I'm fighting this urge.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video for you. This is a DIY mason jar tumbler, so you can take this with you and have a really cute little drink water. Does everyone even call them tumblers? Is that, I don't know, is that a thing? But it's this right here. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. There are so many different combinations that you could come up with to do this exact same thing. I have seen people do this and like spray paint them, so that's an option. I just used some washi tape and twine to give it kind of a cute little like rustic feel. You're just gonna look so stylish carrying this around, you guys, and it's not plastic, it's good for you. And it's reusable, so it's good for the environment. You look cute and you're doing a good thing. So if you guys want to see how I made this cute little water bottle tumbler, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so you only need a few things for this DIY, just a few simple items. This is a mason jar. You can use whatever color or size you like. Then you just need a hammer and something to drill through that thin metal top with. So you want to start out with a clean cup for obvious reasons, since you're going to be drinking out of this, and you're going to need a few rubber grommets. I recommend cleaning these off beforehand also, because it's kind of like an industrial item and has kind of a funky smell. So you're just going to take your nail and mark out where you want your straw to go. So I did mine a little off center. I was dropping the nail everywhere. You just want to kind of start the hole. If you have a power tool or a drill, this would be like 10 seconds and way easier, but I don't have one for one, and for two, I don't trust myself or feel comfortable with one. So I basically just gauged the metal, like if you were gauging your ears, if you're into that. I basically just started with a small little, this thingy, it's in a toolkit, I don't know what it's called, and then ended up working my way up to a bigger size and ended up widening the hole large enough for me to fit the little rubber grommet into. Okay, so the hole needs to be big enough for a 1/2 inch to fit through it, but the actual straw hole itself is only a 1/4 inch. So I just took this little black grommet. Again, you want to make sure it's kind of cleaned off. Mine had kind of a funky smell, so definitely clean yours off. The other thing I was going to mention really quickly is I found later that you can buy cute little colored ones on Etsy, so if you don't want a black one, definitely check out Etsy for cute little colored rubber grommets. And then I'm just going to be starting the first layer of washi tape, and the reason that it's taking me a little bit of time and I'm being a little more meticulous is because this is going to lay the line for the rest of the washi tape to follow. So you want to make sure that the bottom line is very straight so that your lines aren't going all over the place and diagonal, unless of course that is the design that you're going for. So the first one doesn't fit the nicest, that's why I used this thicker glitter washi tape, because when you press it up you can see those little lines because it's obviously not a flat surface, but it's a little bit more forgiving than the thinner washi tape because you don't see all the little creases as badly. So I'm just taking this and smoothing it out. I totally could have done this after I cut the washi tape. I really don't know what I was doing here, but I'm just smoothing that down and then going to be cutting the first layer.
Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now the stanky leg. Stank. Do the stanky leg. Stank, stank. Do the stanky leg. Stank. Do the stanky.
After that, I'm just layering a pink layer of washi tape down. I decided to go between a thicker washi tape and then a thinner one, just to give it a little bit more of visual, I don't know, just to make it look cooler. And I am just going to be layering these all the way around and following this same line, and then also lining them up the same way on the back so that there's only one seam, that you don't have little random seams all over the jar, because that ain't cute, y'all. So I just wanted to make sure that the seam was like all the way straight down the back. And then like you can see, I'm just layering this. The sky's the limit for the design, you guys. You can really use anything, any colors of washi tape. I wanted to kind of use a neutral, I guess, tone for the washi tape, and then just add some pops of color because I wanted it to kind of have a rustic look to it, because you guys know that that's like my thing. I'm obsessed with everything rustic right now. So I'm just going to continue to layer this, and I'm going to just repeat the pattern until I reach the bottom. Then for a little extra something something, I'm going, oh my god, my voice just cracked. Oh lord, that's embarrassing. I'm just going to be taking this twine, and you can find it a lot less natural with like less little fringy things coming off of it that's easier to tie. This is just what I ended up getting. So if you can find one that's more like a rope, it's going to be a lot easier to work with, but this is just what I had. So I'm doing one layer and tying that around, and as you can see, I'm going to kind of build this up and layer it so that you don't see the glass in between the first layer of washi tape and the lid. So I'm just going to wrap this around, and then once I've got it around a couple times and it's thick enough, I'm just going to tie off the other end and tuck it under. So this was my first time making this little water bottle tumbler thingy. If you guys don't call it a tumbler, I feel really weird, but I feel like I've seen it called that like at Target on the shelf or something. Anyway, so it was a little bit of trial and error. I didn't know exactly how this was gonna work, but I knew what I wanted the end result to look like. So I ended up just taking a string and then tying a bow, and then I decided that I didn't like how skinny it was, so then I wrapped around 3 other strands and untied the bow. And then I tied the bow again once I had all of these strands together so that it was a thicker accent bow. I just wanted it to be really loud and in charge and in your face, and hey, I'm a cute little twine bow sitting here on this mason jar. And that's exactly what I did. So you're gonna have to play around with it a little bit because twine is not the easiest thing to work with, but once you get the bow looking the way you like it, it looks absolutely adorable. So just kind of tug around with it. Make sure the bow is really tight. Then once you have the bow the way you like it, some strands are going to be longer than another. You could totally leave it if you wanted to, but I kind of wanted to just trim it up a little bit and make it a little more uniform. And then like I said, I bought a very like natural twine, so there was a lot of little fringes hanging off. So I just went around and kind of cut off the really long stray ones. And then I'm going to be using this fabric glue on the actual knot of the bow so that it doesn't come undone, because this is really not fun to tie, so I wanted to make sure I never had to tie it again. So I basically just took this glue and then, like I said, ran it around the bow. This is going to harden up and the bow ain't going nowhere. And this is when you're done and you can finally enjoy your cute cup. I just filled mine up with water because that's pretty much all I drink. You could do tea, you could do coffee, whatever you want, whatever your beverage of choice is. And then wherever you want the straw, put the straw thingy right there, tie it up, put the straw in, you're good to go. I don't know why I'm still talking because this is really self-explanatory at this point, but you are done at this point. So that is the finished jar. Of course, because it's got washi tape on it, you're gonna have to be very careful washing it, so just hand wash this. I wouldn't ever stick this in the dishwasher or it will be ruined. So this is more of like a novelty than a functional item, but it's still super cute nonetheless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.